didn't realize how short I was. I'm not sure really how many words of wisdom I have to share, but what I can do is share a little bit about myself. As announced, my name is Jasmine Routon, and I am here on behalf of the United Pride Center in Champaign County. I am a queer-identifying cisgender woman of color, and I'm proud to be here in front of you all talking. Just to share a little bit about myself, I was raised in a more rural area in Kentucky where I learned firsthand that LGBTQ were not going to be readily accepted. I should have known that. It wasn't really obvious. It was very obvious that there wasn't a lot of visibility of queer spaces there, but I learned the hard way. To share a couple of those experiences, I was kicked out of Sunday school class for just voicing support and love for LGBTQ people. When I attended the community college there, I received several hateful messages. When I tried to start GSA with a friend, messages that illustrated that sexuality, regardless if you're just talking about identity and not actual sex, was not going to be welcome. With that, I needed those spaces where you could just be you, and so I went on to get my master's and then moved here to pursue my PhD in human development and family studies. But really, what brought me here was the opportunity to work with my advisor, Dr. Urbana. So enough about me. Let's get to why we're actually here. I'm here to speak specifically on what's at stake for LGBTQ with this new administration. There are several things, specifically the fear that there will be conservative religious bills introduced and passed that would allow businesses, employers, and healthcare to discriminate against LGBTQ persons and their families, and overriding the protections that we've already fought so hard to earn. There are currently 28 states where sexual orientation is not considered a protected class. And so within those 28 states where there's not anti-discrimination laws, those people can be fired, can be kicked out of their homes, all of those things that all of us need to feel secure and happy and free in this country. And although the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission interprets Title IX to include sexual and gender minorities, that's just an interpretation. It's not set in stone. So we have a lot at stake, but I do also want to talk about what we have currently going for us here in Illinois. I want to point out that we do have laws protecting LGBTQ here, such laws as non-discrimination, marriage, protections for LGBTQ students, and alongside those laws, we also have a fairly tolerant, some places accepting, community climate for queers like me here. And with that, it's really important to think of, but an example of that is the fact that the mayor of Champaign, Deborah Feynman, is one of 175 mayors across the nation that formed a coalition entitled Mayors Against LGBT Discrimination. It's stuff like that that you see that really voices visibility and support for that community here. So although there is room for improvement, we do have a lot of existing resources available here in Champaign, Urbana that are also used by our surrounding counties, our surrounding rural areas, and some of those resources include Planned Parenthood, which has started offering services like hormone therapy for transgender people, and also found out that in McKinley, if you're a student, once you get those hormone therapies and sessions in place, McKinley will follow through with your treatment there if you're a student. So we have that, but we also have places like the United Pride Center, which is why I'm here. The UP Center is a nonprofit organization formed in 2009 that supports and promotes human care, education, and community building activities that improve the well-being and development of LGBTQ here and our allies here. The UP Center is incredibly important right now. It's important to have those resources, those visible, viable spaces for queer families here in the community. And our UP Center actually has a very vibrant and active youth group. And without these spaces, being here and being being present, being visible for that community, I'm afraid that there's a lot of people are losing hope. So for instance, the Human Rights Campaign just released a survey finding that showed that a vast amount of youth are feeling nervous and hopeless with this new administration in place. And almost half of those LGBTQ youth have taken steps to conceal and hide who they are, to hide their sexuality, to hide their gender expression, because they're afraid. So we need these spaces. These spaces are really important. So what I'm asking you to do today is to not be complacent. We cannot afford complacency. Yes, we do have laws here in Illinois that protect us. Yes, we might have resources such as GSAs in our middle schools and high schools. And we have the LGBTQ Resource Center at UIUC. Yes, we have several affirming religious services that we have access to, and we have nonprofits like the Up Center. But those things are not going to exist, and they're not permanent unless we work to sustain them. So do not be complacent. Ask for you to actually act. Do not think that just because we have something today that it will always be here tomorrow. Pay attention to bills that are being introduced. So for instance, Senate Bill 64, the Religious Freedom Defense Act, that gives permission to discriminate against LGBTQ people, has just been reintroduced into Illinois. Take action. Take action to protect and advance the rights of LGBTQ. Get involved, stand in solidarity, and collaborate with other organizations here, fighting for visibility and equality. I want to express how much is necessary to make these spaces exist and to make them function very well for the people in the community that need them. Without the community being invested in these resources, both personally and financially, we can't remain being visible, and we can't fight for the equality we need. And the organizations that already exist, the laws that are already here, will not be sustained. So we needed all of these resources when we had a supportive administration, and I think it goes without saying, but we need them even more now that we have a hostile one. So do as much as you can to show up and act out and get involved in these centers. If you're interested in getting involved in the Uniting Pride Center, please see me after this, or you can email me at jasmine@unitingpride.org. And if we stand together, we cannot be silenced. Thank you.